Alright, YouTube, let's talk about it. So I've been putting my thoughts together over the last few days since the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 trailer just dropped. I'll say I felt a little bit blindsided, as I'm sure many were, since this was the last thing I would have expected Microsoft and Asobo to announce. Now, after viewing the trailer, I have to say, I'm not really that impressed. Now, based on the limited knowledge of what's been disclosed, this seems to really be only mission-based scenarios, and not seeming to focus on the sandbox that all previous iterations of Flight Simulator have been. Now again, that opinion's really only based on this trailer, so I'm hoping that there's much more to the new sim itself, and this is just a little teaser of a bigger release. I'm also going to assume that there's going to be more revealed at FS Expo at the end of the week. This also begs the question of, is this more of a simulator or a game? Well, I'm hoping it could be both. I believe there's room for the gamer side of Microsoft Flight Simulator while still developing the core sandbox sim that we've all come to enjoy. Server space and developers cost money, and if this is a way to ensure that the hobby continues to grow and thrive, I'm all for it. For me, personally, missions don't really add any value to my sim usage. I use the sim as a training aid to keep my flying brain engaged while I take breaks from IRL flying. 90% of my flying is on an online ATC network such as Pilot Edge or VATSIM, which helps me keep the confidence on the radios. All that said, that doesn't mean that there isn't a market for folks to use the sim with these sorts of missions or jobs. And if that means it helps fund the development and support of the sim for years to come, then I'm all for it. What I'm afraid of is if Microsoft would abandon the hardcore simmers and pilots in favor of casual gamers just to make some coin. I feel the sim has huge potential, so hopefully this next release really cleans up a lot of the lingering items. Now, Microsoft has released a statement saying that most add-ons would work in the new sim and that they would be supporting both. What does that world look like? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Does that mean the world, city, and avionics updates stop for Flight Sim 2020 and are only seen in 2024 going forward? Does that mean bug fixes only? Or does it simply mean keeping the servers or allowing the ability to connect to the servers to remain intact? Some of the things I'd like to see in 2024, if we're not going to get them in 2020, is better home cockpit support. For example, I shouldn't have to edit the original camera files in order to remove the artificial roll and tilt that Microsoft seems to have introduced into the virtual cockpit view. I'd like to see better flight models, better ground handling. I'm looking at you, left rudder on takeoff, and even better weather. One of the things that has amazed me in this sim is having to make ADM, or aeronautical decision making. An example of that was trying to land in Boston in the TBM 930. The visibility dropped so much that I needed to go mist. Yeah, Tower Proflight 682 is going mist. We didn't see the runway.
Flight 682, roger.
Tried the approach again just in case it was some rolling cloud cover blocking visibility. However, I needed to go mist again and divert to another field. It was a really cool experience. With all that good weather though, one of the things that I'd like to see is proper turbulence in clouds. After 3 years, there's still no consequences for flying into a thunderstorm. Another standing issue I have with the sim is photogrammetry. Unless you're super low and slow, anything out to the horizon just looks like an apocalyptic wasteland. If these key items are corrected for 2024, I'll be sure to buy in. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and if there's anything that I missed or left out that you'd like to see added to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I'm certainly looking forward to what might be presented at FS Expo at the end of the week. And hey, if you like this video and this type of content, please be sure to hit the like and subscribe button as it really helps the channel out. Be well, and fly safe.